Welcome to the Africa Development Hub. Here we explore the future of Africa, its rapid growth, history, and legacies. If you want to see more content about Africa's future and its development, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. For centuries, Africa has been a vital hub of global trade. From the ancient trans-Saharan trade routes to the Swahili Coast's maritime commerce, Africa has always been connected to the world. Yet, in the modern era, the continent has struggled to integrate its economies and maximize its trade potential. Now, with the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA, Africa has a historic opportunity to redefine its economic future. Will this be the breakthrough Africa needs to achieve self-sustaining prosperity, or will old challenges persist? Africa is rich in resources, but its trade patterns have long been dictated by external markets. Over 80% of African exports consist of raw materials, such as oil, minerals, and agricultural goods, which are then processed abroad and sold back at higher prices. Meanwhile, intra-African trade remains disproportionately low, making up only 16% of total African exports, compared to 70% in Europe and 52% in Asia. This imbalance has left African nations vulnerable to global market fluctuations and reliant on foreign industries for finished goods. At the heart of the problem is Africa's colonial economic legacy, which designed infrastructure and trade networks to serve foreign markets rather than build regional economic ties. As a result, moving goods from one African country to another can be more expensive than trading with Europe or Asia. But now, with increasing investment in regional trade corridors, there is growing momentum to change this dynamic. The African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA, is the largest free trade agreement in the world by number of participating countries, bringing together 1.4 billion people across 55 nations with a combined GDP of $3.4 trillion. Officially launched in 2021, AfCFTA aims to eliminate tariffs on 90% of goods, reduce trade barriers, and create a single African market. The potential impact is immense. AfCFTA could boost intra-African trade by over 50%, accelerate industrialization, and create millions of new jobs. By enabling African countries to trade more with each other rather than relying on external markets, the agreement could reshape Africa's economic landscape for generations to come. While AfCFTA is a continent-wide agreement, its success depends on Africa's existing regional economic communities, RECs. Organizations like the Economic Community of West African States, the Southern African Development Community, the East African Community, and the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa have already been working to integrate economies at the regional level. Some regions have made significant progress. The EAC, for example, has implemented a customs union and a common market, allowing for easier movement of goods and labor. West Africa's ECOWAS has been pushing for a single regional currency, while SADC has developed a regional industrialization strategy. If these regional efforts align with AfCFTA, the potential for economic transformation will be even greater. Africa's future depends not just on trade, but on what it trades. The continent must move beyond exporting raw materials and focus on manufacturing and value-added industries. Countries like Ethiopia have developed thriving textile industries, while Rwanda has successfully built a domestic smartphone manufacturing sector. In West Africa, Nigeria and Ghana are advancing their automotive industries, producing vehicles for local and regional markets. With AfCFTA reducing trade barriers, African industries have a chance to grow without relying on external supply chains. If properly supported, Africa's industrial sector could create millions of jobs, boost exports, and reduce dependence on imports, positioning Africa as a competitive global player. Technology is changing how Africa does business. The rise of mobile banking, e-commerce, and digital trade platforms is making it easier than ever for African businesses to connect with customers and suppliers across borders. Platforms like Flutterwave, Jumia, and M-Pesa are revolutionizing trade, making transactions seamless even in regions with limited banking infrastructure. Digital trade is expected to play a critical role in AfCFTA's success. By leveraging e-commerce, blockchain technology for supply chains, and fintech solutions for cross-border payments, Africa can accelerate trade and entrepreneurship, creating new opportunities for small businesses and startups. The future of Africa is one of economic integration. With AfCFTA, regional trade agreements, infrastructure investment, and digital transformation, the continent has a historic opportunity to unlock its full potential. But will African nations work together to break down barriers and build a truly united market? The answer will determine Africa's place in the global economy for generations to come. Thanks for watching the Africa Development Hub. If you want to see more content about Africa's future and its development, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next episode.